You're watching Inside Automotive with Cheyenne Malone.
Hi everyone, I'm Cheyenne Malone. Automotive dealers are leveraging data and AI like never before in today's day and age, right? And we're focusing on AI and how it's being used at the dealership level today. Join us now from the Lone Star State. We have Kutschinski, the CEO of ICOM AI. Cole, welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Of course, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So we see and hear so much about AI. From a dealership standpoint, what are dealerships doing to leverage AI and what helps them on a day-to-day management basis?
Yeah, so there's so many different applications for AI, right? Like our particular use case is conversational, but many dealers utilize it just to leverage understanding of data, to automate certain marketing tools, marketing campaigns, creative. But as I said, our application is conversational, and where we're adding value to the dealerships is aiding in the assisted sale, right? So we're taking a bunch of mundane tasks, follow up from the sales staff and BDC staff, and funneling that through our AI to identify the best opportunities to sell cars.
Can you give us some examples?
Yeah, absolutely. So when a lead originates online or on a website, on a third-party lead provider, funnels into the CRM, this is when our AI jumps into the conversation. So via SMS, we'll be texting with customers and answering some basic questions that they have, maybe about the dealership, about the inventory, about financing, with an intent to schedule an appointment with the salesperson. We can also trigger phone calls, we can schedule in-store appointments, but the real benefit of that is immediately following up, engaging in long-term follow-up, and as I said, augmenting the sales process and being an assistant to the sales team.
I was going to say, kind of like a personal assistant.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah. Personal assistant for everybody on your sales team.
Yeah.
So this allows them to be much more efficient and increase contact rate between the salespeople and the customers.
And are there any emerging trends, per se, that dealers should be paying attention to just in the coming years with AI?
Dealers are really just starting to embrace it and adopt it, but really fully understand the potential of it. So from the sales end, as well as acquiring cars, it's a great application, right? So it allows us to be more effective of help assisting the buying team on buying cars. Mm-hmm. Same with service appointments, follow-up, CSI, really any sort of automation that you can think of from a follow-up standpoint or an outreach to customers. There's a way for us to automate it and use our AI to enrich the conversation.
Seems extremely helpful. Any challenges or limitations that dealers should be aware of?
Education, right? It's understanding, the benefits as well as the limitations of the AI. It's consistently learning, consistently getting better.
So obviously you're seeing, how you guys are functioning on a day-to-day now. What do you foresee the future? I know you don't have a crystal ball, but when you look at AI and just how it will fit in the automotive industry just as a whole going forward.
Yeah, I think just adding more of our AI into the various areas of the customer lifecycle, right? So not just at the point of sale or the initial lead contact where we are right now, but after sales as well, and informing, any sort of new incentives that come out, with customer retention, even just simple like non-transactional conversations around, hey, wishing you a happy birthday, mm-hmm. right? So these kinds of things just to embed the dealership kind of in more of the conversations that they can be having with their customers, as well as utilizing AI just for making sense of data on behalf of dealers, right? There are so many different programs that we have out there that dealerships use on a regular basis, and so many different places to find data, and it's almost overwhelming, right? So what are some ways that we can use conversational AI, generative AI to make sense of all of this data in terms that we can all understand, right? So great application for the future, and I think we're already starting to see that in some areas, somewhat of a co-pilot type of application, which is something that we're working on for the future too.
You use the word overwhelming. I was going to ask, is AI intimidating to some? If so, how do you put people at ease and get them a little bit more comfortable in going forward, because it's the new day and age?
Right. So I've been in the automotive industry my whole life, right? I didn't come from the AI industry. I came from retail, from marketing, sales, So how to make it less overwhelming is just speak in terms that make sense to automotive dealers. What do they care about? They don't necessarily care about, how our models are built or trained, or that, we've got some very intelligent engineers that are building our product. It's how is it solving their problems and how are they seeing an ROI? So simplifying that process, which at the end of the day, like the models are very complex, the AI is very complex, but our application of it and the process that we run when applying it is very simple, very straightforward, and easy to comprehend. So it's just boiling it down to what is the value? How do we add value? We help you sell more cars.
Cole, thank you so much. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the opportunity.
Cole Kutschinski, the CEO of ICOM AI, and thank all of you for watching Inside Automotive, and we're now streaming on Roku and Apple TV as well.
Thanks for watching Inside Automotive with Cheyenne Malone.